Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing an in-depth analysis of the Fallout 76 gameplay reveal, or multiplayer reveal, if you will, because we now know the game is multiplayer. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Like I said, today we're going to be doing an in-depth analysis of the gameplay reveal for Fallout 76. So let's do this.
Very special few selected to be an occupant and spend 25 years underground waiting for reclamation day.
Now guys, I want to add in that I've tried to record this video like 2 times already, and both times, one time it wasn't recording on screen and it was just a face cam and it wouldn't work. You know, there was no way to get it lined up perfect after that. And then one time it wasn't recording the face cam and it was just so unfortunate. So I've been trying to get this video out. So if you guys do enjoy it, please drop a like and subscribe. It would really help out. So here we go. Let's do this.
Day the vault opens.
Alright, so it appears this is Vault 76 from what we could tell. I'm not sure if this is where everybody's going to start in the game and you kind of go out into the world like we're about to see in a second. I wonder if everybody will get their own kind of vault, if you will, if that's possible, or they'll get their own room in the vault, or everybody will have their own, room essentially where they could come back, put their things, they could customize their room, they could, go to sleep, they could put their stuff away without without having to worry about anybody stealing it. Or is this just where we start the game and we really can't, stay in the vault or do anything inside the vault? Other than grab our Pip-Boy and head out. So is this just a starting area, or will we be able to actually use this starting area as a base until we get a base established outside, or possibly use it as a permanent base or something like that, so we could put all our belongings and stuff? So let's go. Let's keep on going.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out.
So
there.
we see the Pip-Boy 2000 here, which is pretty cool.
We've been locked
Which
away
is the lower
long
model
enough.
of the Pip-Boy 3000.
Today is reclamation.
Here we go
Day.
out into the vault for the first time, and if you look down here, there appears to be a soccer field. I wonder if this is where everybody will start. Everybody will have their own room, if you will, or everyone will start in their own room. Will everybody be able to go back to their own room? Will everybody have their own room in the vault? Will it be, kind of like everyone gets their own room and can put their stuff away, or is just a spawn point for our character to start? It seems there's a soccer field down here. I wonder if we're going to be able to play soccer, if the vault will double as, some kind of safe area for all the players. Will it, have mini games? Is it going to be like Destiny? If you guys know Destiny, there's, I forgot what the name's called, but it's a main place where everybody goes, and you go there to see your quest, your missions. You go there to buy weapons, to trade up, to trade down, to buy all kinds of different stuff. I wonder if the vault will kind of be like that in like it is in Destiny.
I feared you'd never wake up.
This will be a common area for everyone to do everything.
Time to leave the vault. Most of the others have already gone.
But honestly,
may
it
be
just looks
time
like a
to
starting
leave,
area.
But I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed.
If we look over here, it says adapting to your life outside. Accept your newer, harsher surroundings. Scavenge weapons and items to help you survive. Seek safety in numbers. Always ask, what can I do to build a better America? Don't really see anything over here. I see it says, let's see what it says over here.
You all share one
Thank you for staying with Vault Tech. It looks like it says get a job.
very important trait.
It says some friendly reminders before you go. Get a job, developing skills. I really can't see what any of the skills say. This one looks like it says work, but I can't tell.
You
This one says study. This one says learn. What's this one at the end here?
This
I really can't tell what this one at the end here is, but it says study, learn, work. I can't tell what that says, but since that's a light bulb and that looks like the letter F, I'm assuming that says form an idea. So form an idea, study, learn, work. I think that's what it says. Here we see something pretty interesting, probably the most interesting thing I think there is in this trailer to see, but it says pick a job that's special to you. Now I wonder if these are going to be special categories and you can only select one category, and if you could only choose one of these special abilities, that way it kind of forces you to play with other people and get other people together. That's what I'm kind of getting the feel for here. I think you're going to be able to maybe choose one special and that will be it, but who honestly knows? We really have nothing confirmed at this point. But from the special skills, it looks like it says this looks like it says educator. This one looks like it says technicals in machines, or technicals and mechanics, or something like that. This one looks like it says public safety worker. This one looks like it says marketing specialist. Actually, we can move closer, and now we can see it says educator, technicians, mechanics, public safety worker. This one says marketing specialist. This one says building, construction, and design worker. This one says pest control professional, and this one says healthcare professional. So I wonder if you're only going to be able to choose one special, and kind of based on the special you choose, you could only get certain perks. You could only, get certain perks, essentially. I wonder if you choose a special, and that's kind of what your character is, and kind of the build your character is, and you get special perks and special abilities for choosing that one. I don't think everybody will have the same perks and abilities. So I think we're going to see some type of special tree here, where you choose one special, and then you kind of get your own branch of perks and abilities. And then if somebody else was to choose another special, they would get their own, branch of, skills and abilities. Kind of like what we see in other multiplayer games, like Destiny, if you will.
best and brightest.
This just looks like the Vault. It doesn't seem like there's anything special here.
You'll always be my family.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
Alright, so I think this is where we're going to start the game. This looks like a beautiful, lush, dense forest. And you'll see what I mean by forest later in the trailer. Because there'll be a map that they pop up, and it'll pretty much show you all the locations in the game. So yeah, this looks like a lush, dense forest. A lot of autumn colors here. I think this is where we're going to start the game, and this is kind of where we're going to go out from. I think this is where the Vault is located. Because if you look in there, it looks like the Vault, but I can't be sure. I could be wrong. It could just be a rock.
We always start with the world, and this time it features all new rendering, lighting, and landscape
The world
technology.
looks beautiful and pretty. It looks like there's some houses on the hills over here, a bridge, but other than that, I really don't see anything.
It allows us to have 16 times the detail and even view distant weather systems across the map.
So 16 times the detail, probably in graphics, which is good, which is awesome. The map being 4 times bigger than Fallout 4, according to Todd Howard, which is pretty cool. And he just said something about weather that you can see across the map. So I picture there will be dynamic weather as well, which is really cool. And I picture the weather will change from location to location that you move. So on one side of the map it could be raining, and the other side not
now,
so much.
most people
It looks like there's a map right here in the middle. I really can't tell what this is. I really don't know what this thing is right here. It looks like some type of array, some type of satellite array, some type of dome of some sort. I really couldn't tell you what it is. It looks like there's a crashed plane out here. It looks like there's a drive-in movie theater right here. Looks like there's some type of oil rig right here. Looks like there's some kind of cabin right here. Really don't know what this is out here or this. So let's keep on going.
Don't know.
This looks like some kind of a market, maybe the Super Duper Mart or something like that. But I honestly couldn't tell you.
West
Or
Virginia,
maybe a town of some sort. It looks like Vault 76 is right here. It looks like, I don't know what that is. It looks like there's some kind of lighthouse, I want to say. It looks like there's some kind of silos up here. So like some barracks, like some military barracks, but I couldn't tell you.
That well. It is an incredible array.
Oh, dang it. All right, where were we at? 2028. We'll take it down to 2021.
Now, most people don't know West Virginia that well. It is an incredible array.
Okay, darn it. I did it again. Let's go to 2015.
Systems across the map. Now, most people don't know West Virginia that well. It is an incredible array.
All right, here we go. It looks like there's some kind of mine here. Mothman Museum. Looks like some cabins out here. It looks like a little hut out here. Really don't know what that is. This looks like some type of logging mill or logging place where they chop down trees. Some kind of lumber yard maybe. Really can't tell what this is right here. Looks like some kind of university, science building, maybe a government building. This now definitely looks like a lighthouse. Looks like some kind of farm out here. Looks like some kind of vehicles, maybe a gas station or something like that. This right here looks like a military base. This looks like some kind of missile silo. Really don't know what this is or this. This looks like some kind of satellite array. This looks like some kind of Ferris wheel right here. This right here looks like a prison to me. And obviously Vault 76 in the middle. Here's something that's interesting to me is there's animals. There's a cattle right here. There's a pig right here. There's a deer right here. And there's a fish right here. I wonder if there will be a variety of different food you could catch, like fish, wild hogs. I wonder if there's different type of animals you can hunt so you could eat.
Of natural wonders.
It looks like this is some kind of town right here. It looks like we have a character sitting on a rock, another one over here, and another one over here. So maybe this is a town you could do some trading in or something like that, but who knows?
Towns and government secrets. This is where the actual
This actually looks very pretty. Really nothing to see here. Off in the distance looks like some nuclear missile places or some I don't know what you'd call it. Trying to think of it, some type of power facility, atomic power facility. Really can't see anything here. Don't know what these big things are.
Secrets are.
This looks like some kind of forest that we're gonna see in the game.
And the quest the overseer sends
And
you
hey, there's that forest that we were just talking about. Looks like our character has some kind of LMG, light machine gun in his hands.
on will take you through 6 distinct regions, each with their own style.
It looks like this is some kind of city. This looks like some kind of government building in the back with this gold dome, but I really can't tell. Todd Howard saying that there's going to be a couple of different locations, each with their, I think he said 6 regions. Let's rewind it real quick.
This is where the actual
This looks pretty back here as well. Looks beautiful. Don't know what these are. Hopefully we could build in those, but who knows.
nuclear secrets are. And the quest the overseer sends you on will take you through 6 distinct regions, each with their own style, risks, and rewards.
So 6 distinct regions, each with their own unique, 6 distinct regions, each with their own unique style, risk, and rewards. Pretty awesome. There's right.
Plenty of cool new Fallout
stop,
creatures.
you fucking bitch. Let's drive it back to 2043.
Their own style, risks, and rewards.
This looks like some kind of prison right here. In my opinion, these looks like some type of patrol bots for said prison.
There's plenty of cool new Fallout creatures, and we even use
That
the
looks like a weird
folklore
creature.
of West
I think that's the
Virginia
creature that we just seen in the picture prior.
to bring our Fallout versions to
So he
life.
said that they used the folklore of Virginia to bring their creatures to life, which means we'll probably see a lot of folklory type animals. The Beast from Grafton. Alright, that looks like a giant monster. Clearly the Beast from Grafton. This looks like some kind of giant bee with a beehive on its back. This right here, if we look, it looks like some kind of mine. I don't know what you would, I wonder if we could go in there. This looks like some type of enemy that we would see in the mine. Maybe the group or the enemy NPCs that inhabit the mine. So yeah. This looks like it's somewhere out in the forest, some type of marsh or some type of bog. This looks like a nasty, evil creature. Long claws, long legs, almost like a witch. This looks like some kind of city that we're going to be in. Ice cream books. I can't tell if this is someone standing here watching this character get murdered in the street, or it's a mannequin. Pretty sure it's a mannequin. This looks like some kind of sick creature that will try to kill us. This looks like some kind of forest area, some type of woodlands. I can't tell. Is that a body hanging in that tree? Is that a leaf? I really can't tell what that is. This looks like some kind of mer crab with some type of cloak on it. Some type of unique creature that blends in with its environment.
We have always wanted to tell that story of what it would be like for you and the other characters who were first to leave the vaults. But there is one big difference with this game. It's that each of those characters is a real person. Because yes, Fallout 76 is entirely online.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Here he says entirely online, which is kind of strange. Not sure what that means, because later he says what he's about to say now.
Okay. I know, there's a lot. You have like 1,000 questions right now. So I'm going to go through them in order. Now, I'll hit a couple of the big ones. First, of course, you can play this solo. All right? You'll be who you want, exploring a huge world, doing quests, experiencing a story, and leveling up. We love those things about our games, too.
He says you could experience solo, but he really doesn't go into detail about it. He really doesn't say if you could play in an offline mode or it's always online. Maybe it's always online and you could play solo. I know there's a few games like that where you could go into your own private kind of, match, if you will. And people won't really bother you. Hopefully that's going to be the case here. But we have to wait and see. But the way he's talking, it doesn't seem like we'll see any type of, single solo story-based gameplay.
Would not have it any other way. But
Offline,
also,
anyway.
like many of you, we have always wanted to see what our style of game could be with multiplayer. So many of us talk about experiences in our games, but we've never experienced them together. So about 4 years ago, we hit upon an idea that is perfect for Fallout. Open world, survival, every person and character is real. And it was an idea that we just couldn't shake. We knew we had to do it and do it in a really big way. Now, I know you may have played survival modes in like some of our previous games or some other online games, and people wonder, is this hardcore survival? I like to think of it maybe, it's more softcore survival.
Softcore survival.
Maybe that should be a new ESRB descriptor. Death never means the loss of progression or the loss of your character. Your character isn't tied to one server. As a matter of fact, you'll never even see a server when you play. You'll be in a world with dozens, not hundreds and not thousands of other players. It's the apocalypse. It's not an amusement park, okay? And you'll be able to join
All right,
your
he says you'll be in the apocalypse with dozens, not hundreds or thousands of people. So that gives me a little more hope for the game. That makes it seem like hopefully there won't be that many people to one server or too many people to one map. Hopefully, if you're on a server, on a map, ideally, maybe, hopefully, there'll be maybe, let's see, he said 6 regions. He said it's 4 times the size of Fallout 4. So let's say 20 people per region. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So hopefully maybe around 120 people will be on one server. Hopefully it won't be too many. Hopefully you could still travel around and not run into anybody, kind of like the apocalypse, and only run into people occasionally, like the apocalypse would actually be. Like a game like, you know, Miscreated, or, you know, Ark, or Rust, or something like that.
friends whenever you want, and all of your progression goes with you.
Nice. So all our progression goes with us. So there's no, you know, lock to a server. If I want to do, if I want to go play with a friend, or I want to go play myself, or I want to go play with another friend, even if they're on different servers, I could go, I could keep all my stuff and keep all my character and all that stuff like that.
When we think about games, we think about worlds.
But he said there's
and the
no
choices
one
that
server.
you can
It's
make,
dedicated.
the stories that you create and tell yourself. By creating a wide open world with very few rules, we have a game more than any game that we've ever done where the choices are yours, where you'll decide what happens. You'll decide the heroes, and you'll decide the villains. Look, this is a whole new world for all of us here. And fortunately, our friends at Vault-Tec have made a series of informational videos for when all of us emerge together.
As you venture out into this new American frontier, some of your fellow survivors may not be neighborly.
Okay. So it clearly you could run into other people. Hopefully this won't be a problem. Hopefully they'll have something fixed. Hopefully people just won't wait outside where everybody spawns and just kill them and take their stuff as they come out of the vault. Hopefully they'll put a lock on it or something like that. Hopefully there'll be a peaceful area where everyone could just live in peace and nobody could really hurt anybody. Hopefully it's not all PvP. Hopefully there's just, you know, only certain areas for PvP. That would be nice. But who knows. So we see a standard HP bar at the bottom. Radio. Here we see it says under attack. P. Garvey, so I picture it's going to tell you who you're under attack by. Reward C10. I picture that means 10 caps. If you get this person, it looks like there's some kind of, like I said, AP action points. So it looks like there is going to be VATS in the game. Maybe, who knows? Really, they didn't show off VATS, so who honestly knows? This looks like some kind of LMG machine gun. In the middle, you got the compass as usual. You have the danger sign. Yeah. This dude pulls out a flintlock pistol, runs up to him, blows his arm off, and then blows his head off. And it looks like your character got 8 caps for killing him. So the character now has 1,000 caps. The thing I don't understand is, why do we need caps? Is there going to be cities where we could trade? Are we going to be able to buy stuff from each other, buy stuff from places? Who knows?
There, sport. Not all Vault 76 dwellers will be so hostile. Find them and brave the new world together. Whether you choose to explore the wasteland alone or with friends, your days
He said
will
whether
be...
you choose to explore the wasteland alone or with friends, I mean, I really don't know what to take away from that. I still picture it's going to be online only. And he said, Todd Howard said it was single, you know, you could do single player if you wanted to and explore on your own, but to what extent? Like Elder Scrolls Online, explore on your own, where you could go ahead and go out on your own, but there's other people around you? What does he mean you could truly play offline on your own if you want to?
Filled with fun activities.
You can run like a rabbit, fly like a bee. No matter what you do, you'll never get away from me.
Yo, dude, this looks cool. This does look really cool. Camden Park rides, picnics for all. Looks like there's gonna be some type of amusement park here. Awesome, unique, interesting location from what I've seen so far. Super mutants. Looks like there's gonna be raiders. Here, I'm not sure if they're just playing music just for the trailer, or you could actually sit down and play music with each other around the fire or something. This looks like some kind of forest. This looks like that creature that we seen earlier. Long legs, claws. And now they're beating the hell out of the creature with the long legs and the claws. Don't know what this is. Is this some type of place where we could go to trade items? This honestly looks like some type of community hub where everybody could go to trade. This looks like some kind of prison, like I said earlier. Emotes where you could talk to each other. This looks like some kind of mine, like maybe the mine that we seen earlier. This looks like some kind of open flat ground where you could explore. Alright, here is where things get pretty interesting. We see the armor workbench, we see the weapons workbench. I don't know what this workbench is here because it's not the chemistry workbench. So maybe it's an ammunition type workbench. Maybe you can make different ammos, just like you could in Fallout New Vegas, but who knows. Over here we have the power armor station, so there will be customizable power armor. Giant sloth monster. Really can't tell where this is or what it looks like. Looks like there's a big Grafton monster with the skull next to its head. It looks like they're fighting. This looks like a prison, but I can't be sure. So it looks like there'll be big enemies that you'll need groups to take down. Yeah, it looks like there's be big enemies that you need groups to take down. Looks pretty like a city here that you can explore. Looks like there's only 4 people to group as well.
Like previous Fallouts, you can play this game solo and quest. But the
Solo
easiest
and
way
quest.
to
I don't know what
survive
that
in the
means.
Wasteland is to team up and build together. And in this one, you can build wherever you want. And you can also then move that to wherever you want.
A New American Dream.
After thermonuclear war, man's towering industrial marvels may no longer stretch to the heavens. What separates man from beast? It is his desire to build. Get started with camps.
What does this say? Camps. Find flat ground, drop your camp, use resources, and build. Survive in style. Okay.
Construction and assembly mobile platform.
So this looks like some type of base marker. It looks like it costs caps to place it down. It said cap 40 removed. So it looks like you need caps to build a base. This looks like a base marker. Like if you guys have played survival games before, you place your base marker. You can't place it near any other bases. The bases are really far apart, so the map doesn't get too clustered or crowded. So this looks pretty awesome.
Construct your
own base. Hold on. I kind of wanted to go back just by a minute. We're at 39 right now. Only 719. Here we go.
Towering industrial marvels may no longer
I missed something that I
stretch
kind of
to
wanted
the
to look at.
heavens. What separates man from beast? It is his desire to build. Get started with camps. The construction and assembly mobile platform. Construct your...
So it looks like this is the Fallout 4 building system. It just looks a little more improved. It really doesn't look like it costs that many materials to build. We see steel 14, wood 35, and it costs 2 materials to build those. Cooking station, I see the cooking station here. I see the chemistry station. I see the armor workbench, and I see the weapons workbench. I see the power armor station. I don't know what this one is right here, this station, so that's kind of crazy. So it looks like there will be crafting in the game along with building as well, so you could probably craft your own everything essentially. And yeah, we read everything else: walls, roofs, stairs, doors, crafting, miscellaneous structures, turrets and traps, defenses and generator. It looks like all stuff you could craft. This looks like the Fallout 4 building system, just a little more refined and a little better.
Home of...
Ooh, wow. Wow. We stopped on something good here. We see wall decor, tables, vendors, shelves, floor decor, containers, chairs, beds, vendors, first aid required, level 1. So I wonder if the more people you have in the community, the more vending machines you could place. And I wonder if through these vending machines you pay caps to essentially buy stuff like meds, ammo, armor, guns, melee weapons. I wonder if you could water, food. I wonder if that's kind of the thing that you could do with the vendors tab. But you clearly need a skill, because it says first aid level 1, so it requires some kind of skill. So I picture if you don't have the skills, you won't be able to put down certain vending machines or vendors. And I picture you need the vending machines and vendors to survive, and then you need caps to buy stuff from the vendors. So it looks like there's going to be some type of vending machine, some type of buy and trade system in the game anyway.
The future.
Just looks like some basic decor, appliances. I wonder if you could really use the grill and the radio and all that stuff.
With your home
it looks like there's a lot more wide selection of walls in the game. So I picture if there's a lot more wide selection of walls, there'll be one of roofs, stairs, doors. It just looks like the Fallout 4 building system, but better.
You can
defenses, so you could set up defenses so people can't come destroy you. Home defense level 3, power 2, produces 25 protection.
Handmade ordnance.
Handmade ordnance, nice.
Your leisure to give your altercations that personal touch. It falls on you and the ingenuity of your fellows to rebuild the America we
wind turbines, create your own power. It looks like you're gonna need power to power everything, just like Fallout 4 settlement system. Here it looks like a Protectron case, so maybe you'll be able to have your own robots that patrol your place for you while you're offline. It looks like there's a lot of different locations to build in. We've seen about 4 of them.
But don't become too attached too quickly. Monitor your environment for anything out of the ordinary.
Holy crap, this guy comes out of nowhere. Liberator Mark II. These look like the same things that we've seen in that prison, these little robots. So it looks like you'll be able to fight those. I really don't see anything neat in this trailer. I see the vending machine right here, but I can't tell what it is. I see some storage boxes back here. I'm not sure if you use those. Hopefully not, because it would suck for people to steal your crap. See a lot of decorations, but don't see anything that looks functional or useful. Looks like there's super mutants, so it looks like there will be super mutants, there will be robots, there will be monsters attacking your settlement, and possibly other players. Who knows? And it looks like your stuff can get destroyed as well.
The home of tomorrow may undergo certain challenges.
Yeah, so it looks like your turbines and your base and your stuff can get destroyed.
After a crisis, work with your neighbors to ensure success. There's no I in nuclear wasteland. Document your adventures.
So it looks like you'll be able to
Your
hunt stuff.
memories will
I wonder if you hunt stuff successfully, if you'll be able to get rewarded for it.
shape the new American dream. What's that sound? Oh dear. There goes the neighborhood.
Now, we love dynamic game systems. So we thought, why don't we put multiple nuclear missile sites on the map? And then let all of you do whatever you want with
I wonder
them.
if that means if the whole map could be destroyed by nukes.
Today's episode, Atomics for Peace. When you emerge from the comfort and safety of your vault, the world you know will
Don't
have
see anything
changed.
to analyze here.
Take your friendly old neighbor Johnny. Rather than coming over to borrow a cup of sugar, he may now be coming over for murder. The time has come to seek out greater means.
Pause. Alright, so we see the forest 76. So I picture this is where Vault 76 is located. We see a place called Ash Heap, Savage Divide, Cranberry Bog, the Mire, and Toxic Valley. So I picture these are the 6 unique locations Todd Howard was talking about, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, these look like the unique locations Todd Howard was talking about.
Of protection. Nuclear armaments. That's
Here it looks like there's a wide selection of power armor. We see the T-51 power armor here as well. Looks like he has some type of light machine gun in his hand. It looks like this one has a Gauss rifle with XO1 power armor. This one right here has a power armor I've never seen before, but this machine gun looks like a 50 cal BMG if I am correct.
right. Courtesy of your Uncle
But I've
Sam.
never seen this type of armor before, but it looks really cool. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of different types of power armor. And not only types of power armor, but customizable power armor as well.
These wonders of the atomic age can be found right in your own backyard. But how does a fella like you acquire nuclear weapons, you may ask? Begin by inquiring with the locals. Gently coax them into cooperation. Use a little elbow grease if you have to.
So it says Silo Alpha, and it says Silo Alpha code. It is known you need a code to activate these nukes that they're talking about. But the thing is, we have an R8 here. I wonder if the codes are all the same. I highly doubt it. With the letter R, I'm thinking the only word that could be used would be radiation. It's a really long word, which means it needs a lot of numbers. So hopefully nukes won't be getting launched all the time at each other. So hopefully it'll take a long time to find these keys and stuff like that before people nuke
In the
each
likely
other.
event you don't acquire a full code on your own, do not give up. Search for others who might be
We see
harboring
bingo written on these cards, and we know that the word in the game is not going to be bingo because there was an R in it, and there's no R in
a
bingo.
grudge. You'll have that nuclear launch code in no time. With the power of the atom at your fingertips, be responsible and consider
So it
your
looks like you'll be able to choose where you're
target
dropping bombs
carefully.
at.
Attention.
And it looks like there's some places that are off limits to where you can't drop bombs. So hopefully, that won't be near the vaults or anything.
Sequence activated.
Will your bomb land on a rival camp of degenerates?
So you can
A
bomb
random
other people's
stranger?
bases.
The local wildlife? Whatever your target may be, take advantage of the resulting fallout to gather rare and valuable resources.
So he said rare, valuable resources. I mean, I picture that means there's going to be materials that you could only find in the nuke locations or the just nuke locations. So that makes me think that there's going to be only certain materials that you'll only be able to find in places that are just nuked. So I picture with these materials, they'll be rare and you could craft really good items and use them or trade them or whatever have you. Here it looks like we're seeing the return of the, right here if you guys look, it looks like there's XP, obviously to XP level up your character. So it looks like you level up your character through most likely doing quests and killing enemies, just like any other Fallout. Here we see the radiation level, we see HP, we see fusion cores, so we're gonna see the return of fusion cores. So if you run out of fusion cores, you're kind of stuck. So yeah, action points. I wonder if that means a return of VATS or what.
Yet these rewards don't come.
So it looks
without
like you can gather materials, or from the trailer. I wonder if those materials will be used to craft certain items. Like I said, you'll be able to use these materials in crafting, so you can craft items, use them for yourself, or trade them.
risk.
So it looks like you can die in these radiation zones.
The fate of this new world is yours to command with the power of the atom.
We know you've played a lot of our
And
games
I think
and a lot
that's
of
it,
online
to be
games,
honest.
but this one really is unique. We have built a platform, 100% dedicated servers.
So he said 100% dedicated servers, meaning that nobody will have their own private server, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I really don't like private servers in online games. There's a lot of people in private servers who essentially own the server, and they can make up the rules as they go along. There's a lot of people who will make up the rules as they go along, and you know, they'll essentially screw everybody over just so they can have a good time. So it's nice to see that we're getting dedicated servers by Bethesda, because Bethesda can probably run the game, Bethesda could probably keep the servers open all the time. They'll be good. There'll be no downtime. There won't be a lot of crashes. Hopefully, Bethesda will put forth a set of rules. Don't cuss at each other. Don't be rude. Don't be racist. That kind of thing. But essentially, dedicated servers means that Bethesda is really the only one who could set rules, and no one really else can set rules on the server that you have to abide by or play by.
This game now and for years to come.
So he says now and for years to come. I wonder if that means forever, or just for the next couple of years until they move on to whatever else they're moving on to.
And look, we know this is new for all of you. It's new for us. It's a little bit scary. And to that end, we're going to need your help. Because yes, we are going to have a beta.
I believe they talk about the beta, and that's really it. And they don't talk about anything else.
Our friends at Vault-Tec.
They just talk about the beta. They talk about the
Yes,
collector's edition.
Out 3, our very first one.
They talk about stuff coming to the Switch. And then that's it. And that's it. They really show no more gameplay. So I hope you guys did enjoy this in-depth analysis trailer. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel grow. Love each and every single one of you. Hope to see you guys right back here in the next video. But until then, remember to stay freaky. Bye, everyone.